So what is going on? This is a hardcore challenge. So what I did in the video 0 is just set up a nice clean UI. I'm separated that into a different video. I don't think it's all that interesting, but some people may want to see it. I am at no XP, so level 1, 0 XP. All of my XP is going to be up in my Titan panel. I don't like to see the XP bar, so let's get it going. So goal is to level up 1 to 60, no deaths. We're on Bloodsail Buccaneers, which is the hardcore server. Obviously we're Horde and we're playing a hunter. And you can probably already tell what profession we're gonna go, the best profession in all of World of Warcraft, which is engineering. So we're gonna track Kill the Pigs. We're gonna head out here towards the Scorpion. My skills are a little different down here than I normally have it, but I will fix that kind of as we go. I probably don't need to bound. It's Raptor Strike. I have health. I don't have very many arrows, so you can see my ammo up here in my Titan panel. Apparently I don't have auto loot on yet either, which we can turn on right there. No problemo. So we're really looking for the level 1 boars. They're a little easier to kill. I didn't put the orc racial yet on my bar, so I'll probably do that. I only have my food and water bound to my shifts and control right now, just so I can see where my bar positioning is, so I can get my weapon swing timer going how I like it. So we're just going to do the starter area for right now. Let's put this right here. Do we actually need... Is there any skill we need the enemy's swing time for right now? I don't think so. I don't think there's anything we need that for, so let's go into add-on, let's go interface, add-ons, weapon swing timer, and disable it. Okay, good. So we're still cranking here. Now we could use Leetrix to automate quests. I may actually just turn that on. So I know that we can take Sarkoth here at level 1. I've done it before. It's still a little sketch, but we're gonna go ahead and do it.
Out of range. Still recharging. I can't cast that. That's I can't carry any more of those.
So ideally we would have killed more boars already, but since I was talking and not really looking for the level 1s that closely, I didn't kill enough. But we got the ding, we got the full heal. That's nice.
Cast that.
There we go. Okay. So we're not the best at Hunter. Kind of learning it, but right now I'm practicing. I want to try to get 4 auto shots on these boars. That kind of means to me, yeah, see, I only got 3 there. I didn't really do exactly what I wanted. Still getting 3. We want 4. We want to see 4 auto shots, I think. We could probably just walk back instead of taking the shortcut, the jump. Doesn't really matter either way. We're not speedrunning, right? And there's my 4 and the Raptor Strike. There we go. That's nice. That's what we want to see.
Still recharging.
So we got the boars done. Keep in mind, I'm just tabbing back real quick to my OBS to make sure everything looks how I want it to. Looks fine. So we're auto running towards town. These are yellows. We probably won't be doing a lot of that, so I might have to AFK when I have to tab in the future. I don't want to run through mobs playing hardcore here. So we're back in town. The first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to hit the vendor real quick. Hopefully I've got enough vendor trash. Yeah, I've got enough copper to train my hunter skills. I could have sold my starter stuff, but I don't think it's critical to do at level 1 for a hunter. You can't actually grab your level 2 skill at 1 though. That's something that everybody knows, but it's a fun trick to do.
Victory.
Look, how are you? Okay, okay.
No, it's just track beast. Let's go ahead and take it. It's
Be careful, man.
something we can do. And we're gonna grab our level 3 quest over here.
Speak, friend.
The lazy peons, we'll bind it to 1.
Me not that kind of work.
There's a nice little section up in here for you can grab some scorpids and check the lazy peons. Maybe grab some cactus apples. Pretty chill, little area, little hook. The secret path is this way. We're not going to be taking the shortcut to Ratchet because there's a possibility you could die. I want to not do that. Death equals delete. So everything we can to avoid that death. That's what we're going to do. We're not going to play it. Do I not have cactus apples? We don't have cactus apples. So we messed that up. But we're not too far from the vendor area where you pick that up. So I think I dinged it the wrong off sequence from where I normally do. I normally pick up cactus apples, or I just messed it up. I guess you guys will all know before I do, but it's fine either way. This is mostly fine. We don't care about speed. You know, it's not a server launch. We're not racing anybody. So we're just chilling. We're going along. Here we go. Cactus apples. So that's nice. That'll get us a food buff, 2 stam, 2 spirit. The stam is really key. If it didn't have the stam, if it was just spirit, I probably wouldn't do it. Although regen is nice. A little extra mana. There's not much to spend mana on. We're probably not going to go Raptor Striking. It's unlikely. So as you can see, my auto shot timer and my open do overlap a little bit. That is intentional.
Busy. Leave me alone.
You're really never going to be auto-shotting and opening something at the same time, and it just kind of saves space. I like the nice look of WoW. I like to look around, see all the mountains, see what's going on. I do, of course, have to run details in my raid environment, but this is not a raid. This is not a reason you need to see tiny threat. You need to see how much damage you're doing. You need to, see how much damage the tank is taking and all that kind of jazz. No, we don't need to see that. This is just us. So anything that's happening is just us and the world, which is nice. That's the beauty of this mode, right? So in launch, I played in a group. So we had a big stack of us and we just kind of mobbed everything, and it didn't really matter what you did at all. I mean, it was fun. Don't get me wrong. I'm still playing. I still like the game. But the reason why I really wanted to play hardcore mode is I wanted to quest. That's really why I rejoined Classic anyway, is that I love the world and I want to see it. And so that's why I'm looking straight down at the ground, because I love the world so much. But no, we'll look out. We'll see everything going on. We'll see Valley of Trials here, which we've all done. Let's be honest here. Even if you just mobbed it, you probably all did Valley of Trials. But experiencing it solo. And on a lower population server here, more like an RPG, right? It is a massively multiplayer role-playing game. And so efficiency is interesting. It's fun in a way. But once you have done it a few times, what really brings us back is this world. It's the world that we all fell in love with. And so there's no reason that we have to skip it. We don't have to do power leveling via, mob tagging or leveling in these giant groups. We don't have to level like that. You just do our thing. And that's, what I'm going to do. I'm just going to do this challenge. I'll probably at some point, maybe between videos 1 and 2, I'll post me just reading the rules. I think it's pretty simple, which is basically, don't group out in the world. You can't die. Death equals delete. And you can only do instances once and with other hardcore characters. There is a guild on this server. I might join it at some point. I might just do my own thing. Take a little more strict. But those are kind of the basics of the rules. Nothing else, really will interfere. If we're just out here questing, then we're doing it right. We're doing it right. So that's the goal right now. Is just make some progress. Get it going here. And the other thing, you have to record it. So typically, obviously, you can look at my channel. I'm not a content producer, so this is new for me. I don't record my gameplay. I didn't have OBS. I didn't really have a YouTube channel. Of course, I saw videos on YouTube, but I wasn't one that had a channel per se. So that's what we're doing right now. We're in our recording. We're making this and we're talking a little bit, which we won't always be doing, but we are right now. Kind of figuring out what we're doing here. What is going on with this hardcore run?
What do you want? Okie dokie.
It's still recharging.
So one thing I'm watching for right now, I'm not really playing the most fundamentally sound hunter game I can, but I am kind of watching my ammo. So I started with 1 stack of ammo, and I'm down to not quite half. I've used about 40% of my ammo, which is fine at this point. Next time we go back to town, which will be before we go in the cave, I will restock on ammo. So for right now, just trying to make a little bit of a smooth gameplay, not worry about vendoring too much. Vendoring is sort of boring for me in any game. It's not my favorite thing to do. So this guy he's a hard worker. So I can't hit him with the blackjack. So I'm going to glide over the top. I don't need these. Well, I do need them, but I want to do the lazy peons first before I go in the cave. So that'll get me another level. A lot of these are level 4, so it'll be a little, I'll have more health. The hit table will be a little, more in my favor. And it's just efficient to do everything in the cave at the same time. That's all we're doing. We're getting the scorpion stingers, we're getting our cactus apples, which we need several of still, but there's plenty. We can run around and get those. And then we need to find lazy peons around the zone and wake them up, making sure they're doing work for the horde.
That spell is I can't cast it yet.
See, I knew this guy was lazy. Look at him. I walk around the corner, right here, and he just falls right down. So we're gonna wake him back up. He's our last lazy peon. Still need some cactus apples, and then we'll head back in. Now, normally I've got some death skips that I do here in the Valley of Trials. On my personal leveling route, I'm not going to be doing those because if I do a death skip, then I have to die, which means I fail the hardcore challenge. So we're going to be taking it a little slower and kind of just focusing on relearning the game in a different way. I know how to play, but I'm not the best at Hunter. It's not my favorite class. I usually play Clothies. Casters, I love Mage. That was my first 60 here in Classic. And so learning Hunter and also learning not to die. So I know I want to try to, and yeah,
It's still recharging. I can't cast that yet.
We could head home. There's plenty of cactus apples. We just need one more. I guess we're just kind of looking at the world, the mob line where the imps start, the boars and the scorpions all play in here. It's interesting. I think mob layout is gonna, especially, you know, really red mobs, how they interact with us. So where can we stand safely is very important here for hardcore. In some spots there's going to be nowhere. Right in here, you know, there's plenty of these just yellow boars. You know, it's easy. We know it's easy. It's Valley of Trials. It's supposed to be easy to get us started. But later on, how we set up is going to be hugely important. And my goal is to always have somewhere to kite backwards or just run away. It kind of is a synonym, but not really. But I always want to have an escape route. I don't want to die. I'm not going to risk that death. Sometimes we're not going to be able to do it. We're going to be, you know, deep inside a cave or somewhere else. But that's the goal, is to have an escape route.
Loktar, may your blades never dull. Thrall Hall. What can I help you with? Strength.
Strength and honor. Farewell.
Sub-sub. Go with honor.
Hey there. Stay away from the voodoo.
So we got our level 4 skills, we got our arrows, we got our cactus apple, and we are heading straight to the cave. We're heading straight in, and this is our first potential death. Caves are sketch, man. Caves are not okay. I don't like the way respawns work in there sometimes. It throws me off personally. And I'm not always able to determine if I have safety or not. So certain caves, we're going to have to go in. This is a cave we're going to want to go in. It gives us good practice in a cave. Others we're going to end up skipping. So we'll talk about that when I get there.
That spell isn't working. It's too far away. I need to get closer. It's still recharging.
You guys didn't hear me there because I had myself muted, but I said, Blood Fury, which is the Orc's cooldown on use racial here, only works for melee attacks. So it's actually pretty good here early. I haven't been using it, but that was a good time to kind of show it off, getting a little power spike right when you're going into melee. It's nice to have. And we'll probably try to use it, weave it in later as well. I think the Troll's Berserking for a hunter is a better racial, but I also want to have our pet be as thick and good as possible, so we're getting Command. Command is just an amazing racial, getting that 5% extra pet damage for leveling. It's my favorite passive racial for hunters.
I can't cast it. It's still recharging. It's too far away.
We're going to keep clearing a little bit here. We don't want to pull extras if we can avoid it.
ready yet. It's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast it yet. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast it yet. Still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast it yet.
Strength and honor.
So I was going to skip Burning Blade Medallion. That was the plan.
What do you need?
I might just go ahead and do it, though.
To victory. Blood and thunder. What are you looking
I
for?
might just go ahead and go back into the cave. Repeating areas is not the most efficient way to do things, but I think changing up our plan based on how everything goes is fine. That's part of what this is all about, is experiencing the game in kind of a different way. I was thinking it would be more dangerous to be in the cave, but it really wasn't too bad. So we're gonna go ahead and go back in.
What do you need?
That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast it yet. That spell isn't ready yet.
Yeah, I don't know which add-on is causing some errors there. I'll probably work on that. Well, work on it maybe between, after I do the cave, I might take a little break. Ooh, we got a little double pull here. Nice. First sense of danger. So, I think we've got this, no problem. But still, we've got the new primitive hatchet. We're doing a little bit more damage than last time we came in here. So we'll be able to chop through this, no problem.
That spell isn't ready yet.
What are we doing? That's... Gotta pay attention. So, don't tab back and forth while you're in a cave. That's a good tip. Do we go for the jump or do we go for the slow route? I think we're gonna go around. We're gonna go for the slow route around the upper side here.
Recharging. Can't pass that yet. Spell isn't ready yet.
Okay, so we've got an intersection. Yep, right there we've got an enemy. And we don't know on that side. But we can pull this, no problem.
Isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet.
So we've got the extra HP from our food buff. We're cracking through these no problem. Doing pretty good on our leveling. We're about half. Because we went through the cave twice, which was not the original plan. You know, we got a little more XP than we normally would have right here.
I can't carry anymore. Inventory is full.
Oh, we do want that belt. Is there anything we can dump? We actually don't need a Hearthstone because we already wasted the cooldown.
Any more of those?
So this is it. We're going backwards through a cave, which means we need to find the respawn line. Okay, I think I'm going to use the pool right here. Oh, this is a little sketchy. I don't like... Here, stop. Stop. Remember, one of our tenets is to have a line of escape, which we really don't right now. We're all in. So if we die, we wasted a couple of minutes. Not a huge deal, but every time we play, it's a bigger and bigger deal. A bigger and bigger deal whether or not we can live. We could, of course, always just start a new hunter and probably do a better job than what we just did. Get a little practice going. But that's not the point. The point is the long haul. The long, hardcore haul.
Inventory is full.
Ooh, look at these pats. Oof. Oof, okay.
I can't carry anymore. I need a target.
We got our health though. We've got 160 health. That's good.
Spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. Inventory is full. Greetings. Go with honor. Mokra, strength.
Samsung. Go with honor.
Strength and honor. May your blades never dull.
How you doing, man? Be seeing ya.
Okay, so I'm going to actually end this recording so it's a little more manageable to upload. So I need 287 experience to level.